The Republic of Peru is located in the northern part of South America. It has a population of 29.4 million inhabitants and its capital is Lima. It is 1.28 million square kilometers long and its major languages are Spanish, Quechua, and Aymara. It's always interesting to meet new people and to experiment new cultures, but Peruvians make this act an even more interesting and enjoyable experience. Peruvian commonplaces. Peruvians tend to be hardworking. They never give up. Even though they have challenges, they fight for what they want step by step. Because they have a close-knit family sense, they have even more reasons to work harder to maintain the family. They are also dreamers. They are dreamers. Because it is a third world country, people are dreamers and fight for their dreams despite the challenges that come with them. Another Peruvian commonplace is Machu Picchu. When you think of Peru, people often connect it to Machu Picchu and its natural phenomenon. All of these commonplaces can be seen through fables, proverbs, and in the Peruvian outlier, Claudio Pizarro. We are going to begin with the famous Peruvian fable. It is called The Band of Holes. With a large community of nymphs, this fable teaches anyone who reads it that the key to overcome any challenge is through creativity. Thousands of years ago, these nymphs had to find a way to survive a drought that was drying up their rivers. The solution to this drought was to sing loudly enough for the rain god to listen carefully and send these nymphs some rain. Because they were not loud enough, the nymphs decided to make huge holes and tied some reeds to them to create a magical and louder instrument. Just like that, after many long hours of music, the rain fell down from the sky. In this fable, we not only learn a new moral, but we learn about Peruvians' mentality. They never give up, and when a challenge is presented, they look for solutions until they find a way to make it work. Learn a lot about Peruvians through a famous Peruvian proverb. Little by little, one walks far. This Peruvian proverb says a lot about Peruvians. It is commonplace that they are hard workers and dreamers, and this quote could not define better Peruvians' ideology. Despite being a developing country, Peruvians never settle down and they fight for their dreams step by step, just as the proverb says. Through experience, Peruvians have learned that the secret to success is a long road. That is why they say that it is the small steps that matter the most. That is why, little by little, one walks far. A Peruvian dreamer that walked little by little to success is Claudio Pizarro. He is the definition of an outlier. Malcolm Gladwell mentions the following in his book Outliers. Successful people don't do it alone. Where they come from matters. They're the products of particular places and environments. This quote defines exactly what happened to Claudio Pizarro. Pizarro was just a typical street baller who ran around Peruvian streets as an archetypal Latin American boy who loved soccer and who had big dreams. Growing up in Callao, Peru gave Pizarro the advantage over many other soccer players. The boy with a huge white smile started playing in Academia Deportiva Cantalao at a young age, and he slowly began cultivating his journey to success. Little did he know that a few years later he was going to be worth up to $10 million to German record champ Bayern Munich. Although he has been influenced by some English customs, he always speaks Spanish with Peruvian accent in his interviews. With his dark beard, long black hair, and mustache, he is aware that he represents the whole Peruvian nation on the other side of the world, and it is here when he knows his admirable leadership skills. Despite being thousands of miles away from home, Pizarro is no different than the emblematic Peruvian dreamer. Despite his old age, he depicts Peruvian commonplaces by saying that he still has to accomplish some goals, and those goals and his families are what motivate him to keep on going. Taking a small plane away from the city, you can also travel to Cusco. Machu Picchu is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Either if you're seeking an awesome adventure or just a place to connect with nature, this is a perfect place to be. You are going to be transformed by all of its 5 senses. Standing 2,430 meters above sea level in the middle of a tropical mountain forest, Machu Picchu represents the greatest artistic, architectural, and land legacy of the Incas. As you walk around exploring the top of the mountains, you will feel the fog and clouds as they rush through your face and will smell and feel the soil beneath your feet, earthy and esteemed, that emanates from the smudgy terrain. You will also listen to streams and rivers as they glide down the mountains to feed the major Rio Urumpa Valley system. Covered with a variety of fauna and plants, Machu Picchu is said to appear as if its walls and terraces have been cut naturally in the continuous rock escarpments. On top of the mountains, you will also see and feel the stiff-haired llamas. They are everywhere. Not only does Cusco is a place to see, feel, and smell, but Cusco also opens the door to amazing cuisines. Dishes like lomo saltado, ceviche mixto, empanadas, tiradito butifarra, and chicharrón are some of the most tried dishes in Peru. In general, Peruvians' meals tend to be spicy and heavy, but I promise you, they are delicious. Many of you may be wondering why you should travel to Peru now. One important and crucial reason to visit Peru now is that Machu Picchu has become a hotspot for tourists in Peru, bringing in approximately 80,000 people. However, Peruvians are planning new regulations to limit tourism and to cut the amount of people that visit each year because it causes a lot of pollution. It's a sacred place to be in, so Peruvians take care of it very much. You should plan a trip to visit Peru now, before you don't have a chance to visit one of the 7 wonders of the world and a chance to discover yourself.